Your story matters. Hey guys, it's TJ, Kids Outdoor Zone KOZ. And I got this shirt from one of the KOZ leaders in Atlanta area, Dallas Hop. And his church has this t-shirt that they use and give away, and it says, "Your story matters." And I really got to thinking about that, and it's just captivated me for the last few months, thinking about your story matters. And it caught me in two areas. One is our boys, our KOZ boys, the boys of this world need to know their story matters. They need to know that the things that they do, who they are, what they can do, matters. And when you don't have a dad in the house, when you don't have a male role model cheering you on, there's a lot of questions that go inside a boy's head. Do I matter? Am I worthy? Do I have what it takes to be a man, to be strong, to do things? A lot of times there's fear behind a boy who doesn't know that he has what it takes. And I just think it's critical for us to not miss that. So many of our boys today, as we know, it's easy to find the information. Lots of people talk about the fatherless epidemic. But actually having your hand on it, actually participating in letting a boy know that his story matters, that he matters, makes a difference. Not just giving him a book or buying him a bicycle or taking them for a weekend and then dropping them back off and saying adios, and there's no follow-up a week later, a month later. It doesn't settle in where they believe that. And as far as the men, the KOZ men, the men that are mentoring the KOZ boys, you guys, your story matters. And the story that you're creating with the boys will forever be etched in your heart and in the heart of that boy. The story that you have, the story that a man has of his growing up, where he fell down and got back up, where he had a triumph over a difficulty, the story of a man talking how he processed through learning how to do something and then accomplishing it and being successful. Those are things that train a boy up to be a man. And so the story, a man's story, matters to the boys of our world. Now, if you have guys that they don't understand how to do hard things, they've never had, and thoughtfully, fearfully thinking through this, we have a culture of young men who are young adults now who have since 9/11 haven't experienced a patriotic hardship, or really there was COVID, but there was so much money thrown at that, and so many young people were just coasting for 2 years. And that's not a dig on young guys. I'm just saying that the world, the way the world worked, and I don't think a lot of young guys, young men, have had to push into and do hard things. Like, okay, I don't have anything. I don't have a job. I don't have food. I gotta go knock on doors until I can find a yard to mow. I'm going to go to that tire shop and work for $10 an hour and change tires and bust my tail for 12 hours a day because that's what I got to do to take care of myself, pay my bills, take care of my family. And that mindset is critical because at some point, every young guy is going to hit a wall. And they need to know that they can push through. And so you men doing KOZ, mentors, any mentor out there, your story matters. Those stories of how you push through things, how you got to the other side of something difficult, and the blessings, how God blesses us. Like my story is, in the educational background I come from, there's no logical reason why I would write books, be a writer, a journalist all those years, all the things that I did. There's no, it can only be from God. We're ultimately, we want the boys to know that our story, where we are today, our story, our hearts have been rescued by God. And their story can include that, and a lot earlier than us guys. So, hey, don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and click like so we can grow this channel and get this information about mentoring boys and how to take care of the next generation of young men coming up, and the things that we get to do through the program of Kids Outdoor Zone, KOZ. Go to the store. There's a lot of new swag on there if you want to get a t-shirt or a cap or something. We're going into the holiday season. If you're looking for a place to give, don't forget to consider KOZ as a place to give. And man, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful time here in Texas to be just breathing in the air. So take time, slow down, pay attention to what's going on around you. God bless. Regulators, mount up.